So I'm here with Pulitzer Prize winners Nicholas Kristof and his wife Cheryl Woodon. Their New York Times best-selling book, Half the Sky, is being hailed as the manifesto for our times. And I just believe everybody should have a copy of this book. Nick and Cheryl say we all have the power to change the course of history by educating and empowering women around the world. That's the way to do it. Explain that to the people.
Well, I mean, Tara Wright is 1 in a billion in the sense that she's just an extraordinary person, but she's also 1 in a billion in another sense. There are another billion Tara Wrights out there with extraordinary talent who aren't getting help, and that's what all of us can help do, to bring some of those Tara Wrights and give them that opportunity.
And Cheryl, I understand because I work with women and girls, and that has been my calling to work with women and girls, but explain to people why when you change the life of a girl, you really do more than just change that one girl.
It's the difference between a vicious cycle and a virtuous cycle. When you educate a girl and she carries that education all the way through, she can actually spread it out, pass it forward.
The greatest unexploited resource that poor countries have isn't some gold or diamonds or natural resource. It's the female half of their populations.
Right. So this next story is another one of my favorites from Half the Sky. This is so extraordinary, I'm telling you. The hairs on your head are going to do a little dance. Watch this.
My husband was unemployed. We had no money at all.
Sima says her angry, frustrated husband had accumulated enough debt to burden the family for generations, and that he coped by beating her every day.
I had an awful life. At night, I used to cry and think, what would become of me? One day, I didn't even have enough food to feed my daughter. My sister-in-law made fun of me. She said, you can't even feed your own family.
When Sima gave birth to a second daughter, her mother-in-law ordered her son to now take a second wife who could bear him a son. Shattered, Sima turned to an organization that lends tiny amounts of money to poor women to start businesses. She signed up for a $65 loan and started creating embroidery out of her home.
The first contract I got, I negotiated myself. I got beads and I started to work at home.
Soon, Sima's work was in high demand.
Now, there is so much work for me to do, I can't take every order.
She paid off her loan, all of her husband's debt, and had enough money to purchase the ultimate luxury, a television set.
Now everybody comes to me to borrow money. The same people who used to make fun of me come to my house and watch TV.
Today, Sima is the tycoon of her neighborhood, and there is no more talk of a second wife. She says she currently employs over 30 families, including her husband, which put an end to the daily beatings.
Today, my husband respects me, and we make decisions together.
Sima is most proud that her success has changed the future for her 3 daughters.
I have sent my daughters to school, and I'm making all possible means for them to excel in life. I never gave up hope. I believe that if a person gives up hope, they can't live, they can't survive.
That's just a point. That when a woman starts to make money or gets extra money, they educate their families, they educate their daughters, they educate their sons. Yes.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, they've also done research on, it's just amazing that when you actually lend a woman a small amount of money, she actually spends it more wisely on business than men, too, in the developing world. So there really is something to this, why it's so important for us to focus on empowering women.
Well, I'm happy to report that earlier this week, Sima gave birth to her 4th baby girl, and everybody is now happy about that, including her husband and mother-in-law. So congratulations, Sima. If you want to help women, as we were saying, educating a girl or helping a woman, just a small loan, start their own businesses for as little as $10, you could do that. Go to Oprah.com/forallwomen and see what you can do. We'll be right back, Coming up, Academy Award winner Ben Affleck